Welcome to adventure number 15. We're glad you're here. Today we're heading west on Highway 93, just past Caliente, Nevada. We'll return onto the old Delamar Road trail. This easy gravel trail runs south toward the Delamar Mountains, leading straight into one of Nevada's most notorious mining camps, Delamar. Founded in 1894 after Captain Joseph Delamar purchased the mining claims, the town quickly became a boom town of nearly 3,000 people, with saloons, stores, an opera house, and even its own newspaper. It once was Nevada's richest gold camp, producing over $25 million worth of ore. In today's dollars, that's about $1 billion. But all this wealth came with a deadly cost. The dry milling process filled the air with silica dust that scarred lungs. Doctors didn't know about silicosis back then. When miners and even their families began coughing and wasting away, it was mistaken for tuberculosis, pneumonia, or something called miner's asthma. Only later did the world realize it was the dust itself that killed them. That's how Delamar earned its grim nickname, the Widowmaker. Today, this trail winds through desert valleys and rugged hillsides, ending in crumbling ruins and forgotten mines. But our first stop is the Delamar Cemetery, where the headstones of miners, pioneers, and families give the most personal glimpse into Delamar's history. If you come this way, it wouldn't hurt to gas up in Caliente, but don't forget to stop your feet when you step out of your vehicle here, because the rattlesnakes in Delamar are just as notorious as the gold rush that built this place in the first place. So let's check it out. This is the cemetery, yeah.
That looks like,
Would you want to camp right by the cemetery?
I would not want to camp by the cemetery, but maybe you could camp here on Halloween or something.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be kind of like,
Kind of spooky.
yeah, it'd be super spooky. Whoa.
Should we check it out?
This is kind of spooky even in the daytime. 19, 15. Wow. 23, Edda.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Condon.
Cotton.
Hmm.
Oh. He was 50. Hmm.
There's a couple back there too. At least 5. What's the significance of leaving coins?
I'm not sure. Can we put some money here? I need to leave some money for Ida. I feel sad.
Bring 23 in.
She's in. Oops. Sorry, Ida.
There you go. Perfect.
Cool in the summer.
Definitely mining structure, huh?
Yeah. What's that, do you think?
Good question.
Gatekeeper?
Right? The heart of Delamar was its massive mill, built right into the hillside on stone terraces. You can still see the foundations where heavy machinery once stood. At its peak in the early 1900s, the mill spread across nearly 5 acres of the slope, processing up to 400 tons of ore a day. Today, the ruins are littered with rusting beams, gears, rails, and bolts. It's all that's left of the crushers, cyanide tanks, and ore cars that kept the operation running. It's the remains of the machinery that powered Nevada's richest camp at the turn of the century. What's left behind isn't junk, but evidence of the scale and ambition that defined Delamar. So ore came down from the mines and was crushed to fine dust. That dust was soaked in cyanide solution, which is deadly, but the best way to dissolve gold and silver out of rock. The precious metals were then separated while the leftover tailings were dumped down the hillside. As we talked about in Delamar's mill, tons of ore were crushed to powder and soaked in cyanide solution. Gold and silver would dissolve into a liquid, leaving the worthless quartz behind. The precious metals were then separated and refined, while tailings poured down the slopes around town. It was efficient, but deadly. The dry crushing filled the air with silica dust. It wasn't until years later engineers learned that adding water to the crushing process greatly reduced the dust. And modern mills kept cyanide leaching, but with far safer closed systems. But by then, Delamar had already become a ghost town. Its hard lessons changed mining practices for good. Yeah, here's a piece of it. Even has design on it, yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah. That's so cool.
I wonder if this was an entrance that's been closed down or something. Why would they go through the trouble of this?
Just threw their bottles out the window.
Like, no trash?
Didn't have trash service.
Let's take a drive through what was once Delamar's main street. In the 1890s, this wasn't just a mining camp, it was a full-blown town. Lawmen kept order in the saloons while water was piped in from Meadow Valley Wash, 12 miles away. Banks managed bullion and payrolls. Telegraph and later telephone lines tied Delamar to the outside world. Electricity powered the giant mill and lit parts of the town. Supplies and equipment had to be hauled by mule teams nearly 150 miles from Milford, Utah. It was the furthest southern-reaching train depot to Delamar. Imagine all that life, over 3,000 people, once centered here on this street in this Nevada desert. Seeing it now, it's hard to believe these ruins were once a thriving city. More blue?
Yeah, that's a good one, huh?
Nice.
Yeah.
These holes you see in town are old shafts and pits. Some were used as wells or storage cellars, and others tied directly into the mines. They may look small, and I think they can go pretty deep, and obviously can be dangerous, so be careful. Definitely dead ends.
Yeah. Somebody must have lived up here. It's great. Do a little cleanup, we can move right in. Sounds like metal. flying saucer.
Proof. Evidence.
Proof.
We found evidence.
Yeah. Look at that. Must have abandoned it. The people that have disappeared in this area, maybe they didn't abandon it. Maybe they decided to go with the aliens.
Could have.
To the other planet. So crazy. It's super heavy. Major part of town.
Yeah, it was. As we leave town, you can't help but imagine the lives left behind. Gold was discovered here in 1889 by two prospectors, John Ferguson and Joseph Sharp. By 1893, Captain Delamar had bought in, and by 1897, the town was booming. 3,000 people, saloons, stores, even an opera house. But between a fire in 1900 that destroyed half the town and the mines starting to close by 1909, the peak of 1897 was over. Within a decade of its peak, these busy streets had gone quiet. A few families tried to hold on, but most drifted away. Some richer, but most with little more than they came with. Businesses closed, buildings were hauled off or scavenged, and nature slowly claimed the rest. The town had lived barely 20 years, yet it went from boomtown to ghost town in less than half that time. The mountain's gold had run out, and with it, so did Delamar.
Until next time.
Until next time.
See you out there.
See you out there. Thanks for watching adventure number 15. We really appreciate you being there. If you liked it, hit the like button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to check out our next adventure. If you have a minute, stick around for some still shots yet to come. Thanks again, and until next time,